All right, here we are. We at Grinder with my buddy Coon. What is your verdict on the wore out? Well, we don't know if it's wore out. What do you think, bud?
It's just dirty, nasty. I say put a kid in it. Heck, it don't take but a few minutes to stick one in it while it's out. Ain't nothing to it. That's the simplest transmission ever been built.
Well, I'm glad you feel that way. It makes me feel confident that you feel that way.
Yeah, I mean, ain't nothing to it. I built a pile of them back in the day, back when they were still running up and down the road to the transmission shop, but ain't nothing to it. Ain't nothing to it. Wash it up, get on the internet, and order you a kit. A couple of $100, you'll be done.
That might be the route we need to go.
Yeah, I would. While it was out.
Well, if you don't mind, I'm gonna go borrow this big, awesome steam cleaner and get it pressure washed up and get it back to the house and see what I can't figure out.
Let me know if it don't get hot. I come up yonder.
Okay, thank you, bud.
You welcome.
All right, my friend, we are fixing to pressure wash this transmission. It is nasty, but not for long. I'll let you take over. Let me get some chemicals going here. There's some pretty bad chemicals going here. Speaking from experience, this right here will take your hide off. I don't know what it is. You got stage number 1, stage number 2, stage number 3. And number 3 is bad news. I went ahead and turned that pump on. That burner be getting hot. I ran off and left my sunglasses with bright. Probably should let it soak longer, but I can't wait. See aluminum. Come and clean. Let her soak one more time. Coon been having to hold a propane torch in there on the heater. What'd you say was wrong with the steam cleaner?
Thermocouple. Leak on.
Well, it's doing awesome, even though it ain't get as hot as it normally does. Looking way better, ain't it? Might be about 20 pounds lighter now, Jeremy.
Yeah, at least.
All right, so is Craig's list rebuilt now?
Yep.
Ready to go?
Ready to go.
Freshly rebuilt. Looks way better. All right, we're cooking with Crisco now. Get back home, get this baby. Well, I ain't gonna tear it apart till the parts come in. Coon, thank you so much.
You welcome. You welcome.
Thank you for the extra muscle, Jeremy.
You're welcome.
All right, catch you in a little while. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank y'all for tuning back in. I hope everybody's happy. I hope everybody's healthy. Thank y'all for hanging out with us. And I appreciate all the comments and all the birthday wishes. It was an awesome day. And I got some news that my wife don't even know about.
Oh gosh.
So, look at your transmission.
I know. It looks brand new. I love it.
Me, Coon, and Jeremy pressure washed this thing up at Grinder yesterday, and it come out awesome.
It does.
They got some killer soap that Coon sprayed on here, and like soaking for 5 minutes, and that stuff foams up, and holy crap. I mean, we could put a front seal and a rear seal in it and throw it up on Craigslist for sale as rebuilt. I would never do that. But anyway, yes, it did. It's bad and it's good.
Okay.
So this has led me to want to do something else.
Okay.
After thinking about it last night and seeing how good the transmission come out,
Right.
I'm pulling the motor out of your car.
Why?
Well, with the transmission going to be new, let's just put the ZZ4 in it.
Well, okay, but I kind of want to keep it. What's in it?
I know, but it'd be cool to have this fresh transmission, have a fresh motor, nothing to worry about, cruising.
But it's the original motor in the car, though. And you just spent all that time working on it. Got the valve seals going and
Yeah, I know.
everything's.
Nick's gonna be mad at me.
Yeah.
If I pull that motor, he's gonna be.
I mean,
He's like, we fought them things inside the car.
yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
Well, let me ask you this:
Okay.
are you okay keeping the 307?
Yeah, absolutely. Now that we know it's good, I'm super happy with it. Yeah. When we thought it was shot, it was a different story, but it's good now.
Okay. So you don't want me to put the ZZ4 in?
Not unless we had to.
So you're okay keeping the 307 from now on?
Oh, forever, yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna hot rod it.
Well, I knew you wasn't gonna hot rod it, but
I mean, whatever you want to do, but I would just rather keep it all original because it's a matching number car. So,
I had all this played out in my head this morning. I just knew it was gonna go way different. I thought she'd be like, "Yeah, baby, throw that ZZ4 in there."
well, I mean, we can, but I hate to. With that one being okay now.
Okay, what if I do this?
Okay.
Since it is the original motor and transmission to your car, and you're not gonna be drag racing or hot rodding or all that. I know that. You always tell me, as long as it sounds good, looks cool, you got air conditioning, you're fine.
That is my three things, yeah.
Okay. So, what if we just pull the motor out of it? Let me clean everything up, check it out. There's no telling what's in the oil pan. There's
True.
no telling what's in the oil pump screen.
Yeah.
Let me just take it apart, clean it, check everything, and reassemble it and paint it. And while the motor's out, let me clean up under the hood, and we'll touch the frame up and just make it look decent. How about that?
That sounds like a good idea to me.
And I'll feel better about it because I don't want to go through all this trouble and we put it together and they lose oil pressure.
Got to pull it back out.
Right. So
Yeah.
if you're determined to keep the 307,
Well, I mean, I'll do whatever you want to do, but I would just rather keep the 307 if it's my choice. Just because it's the original motor to it.
I might have a camshaft,
Wow.
a little smaller,
Okay. Even better.
like a little 274 maybe.
Okay.
So the 307 have a little better sound than idle.
Oh, it sounds good to me now.
Okay. Well, anyway,
But I mean, yeah, cam. I'll take a
right.
cam.
so let's do this.
Okay.
Just so everybody hears me and you, and I won't get in trouble.
So if this goes south, it's my fault.
Yes.
Okay.
So they're going to be like, "Listen, why don't you put the ZZ4 in there?" So you want to keep your original motor,
Yes, I do.
and you're going to let me pull it out, clean everything up, freshen, double check. We'll check the bearings. We know the rings is good, and we'll pull the intake back off of it. We'll just strip it down to a long block. Let me clean everything, inspect everything, and go back together with fresh gaskets, oil pump, paint everything up real nice, and stab it back.
Okay.
You cool with that?
I'm cool with that.
We got 3 days to do it. That's the plan, right?
Right.
And you gonna scrub all the brackets and help me?
Yeah. I got gloves.
Okay. All right. Well, that would make me feel better.
Okay.
Because I have about worried myself to death what to do with this transmission to go back behind that motor that we know it's the original motor, but we don't know how bad a shape it is. All right. Got us a game plan. Let's
Okay.
get started.
All right.
All right, so I am cleaning up, making room to put all these parts and bolts and trying to get everything cleaned up and organized before I start pulling this motor. Yay! Jennifer is getting cars out because Rose over there is going to be in a parade Wednesday. Is it a parade?
Yeah, it's a homecoming parade.
A what?
Homecoming parade.
Okay. You're going to haul somebody around?
Yep, this little girl. Freshman maid.
Okay. Well, fire old Blanche up. I'll help you get out. This car's always sounded so good to me. All right, cut your wheel. All right. Cut your wheel the other way. Keep coming. Come on. Come on. Whoop. Looking good. She won't take Blanche to cruising the coast no more because one year she liked to got run over. Somebody jumped in her lane or pulled out in front of her. I can't remember, but it scared her real bad. Blanche is low mileage, original paint car, and she's afraid that somebody's going to run into her or something happens. So, but we're gonna get Rose out, and Jennifer's gonna get her cleaned up sometime this weekend after we get this motor pulled out of the Chevelle and get it ready for the little homecoming parade. All right, guys, so we're fixing to pull the motor using the lift. The reason why is my engine hoist is way over there in the back of that corner, and it'd take me an hour to get it out. So maybe the lift will go up high enough to get the motor out of the car. If not, we'll push it out, go around back, get the tractor and use the front end loader, but maybe this will get high enough. And oh yeah, when it rains, it pours. My lift is leaking. Everything's tearing up on us around here. What's the deal? Have we not been praying hard enough? Or? So anyway, I got everything undone, and we're fixing to ease her up out of there, get it on the engine stand, and take it apart and go to cleaning. So here we go. Well, that wasn't too terribly bad. Worked out pretty good. I mean, it's a good thing the car wasn't any taller.
I
We've never
know.
worked on a truck or something. But it worked out pretty good. Look how nasty this is. Look at all the grime and stuff. It's filthy. I'm fixing to clean these numbers off.
Okay.
See what it says. I see a 39700. 39700. Hang on, let me wipe that. 24. 3970024. Let me go to my page here. All right, 3970024. Yep, there it is right there. You ready? Can you zoom in on my phone? 69 through 72. 3970024. 307. Let's get it on the engine stand. Let me get the flywheel off. Start taking it apart and doing inventory and cleaning. Well, we got her tore down. Ta-da! Since you're not going to let me talk you into putting that ZZ4 in there, because I wasn't planning on doing this. But with me cleaning everything and cleaning the transmission, made me want to take all this apart and clean it, and you know that I do that. You had this plan because you knew that my OCD would take over.
I really didn't, but it's a good idea that it.
I'm sweating, got grease all over me. Sorry. Well, you still stuck on this 100%.
Unless you think it's a horrible idea.
Well, more power is never a bad idea. Well, if you want to keep it and you got your heart set on it, can I put a camshaft in it?
Oh, yeah.
Nothing big and radical, probably just enough for these valve springs to handle, because me and Nick's already changed the valve seals.
Right.
So,
I mean, not that it's so much it's going to sound like it's going dead, though, right?
no, I think I got a little camshaft in the box over there. I want to say it's a 274 XR. I got a 292, but I'd have to change the valve springs. Anyway, I'll dig through my junk and see what I got. The only thing is today's camshafts, they say they're getting bad cores and flat tappet cams are wiping loads, and I don't want to get it all put together and be breaking it in and it wipe a load like the 400 did that Newbern and Finnegan had built that we got over there.
Yeah.
So the cams I've got,
Won't hurt it?
no, they're probably 15, 20 years old.
Okay.
So they're good cams. And I have the new lifters for them. We'll just check them all out. They're all still sealed up. But I'll see what I've got and see if we can put a camshaft in it. And we'll go from there. We'll just clean everything up. I'm going to pull the timing chain cover, pull the oil pan. I'm curious to see what's in the bottom of this pan. I'm curious to see what the oil screen looks like. Come out here and look. But see all this stuff like this right here? That's the reason I want to take it apart. I want to clean all of this and get all this junk and gunk out of here. Like, see this right here?
Yeah.
So I want to scrub and clean everything.
Okay.
You know what we did years ago to a motor like this when me and you were dating?
Refresh me, 'cause I don't remember.
We pressure washed it. We pulled it down to a long block.
Carrie's motor?
We steam cleaned every part of it and then put it all back together. And it run for years. So,
Which motor was that?
oh, yes, the original motor that we tore down
For Carrie. Mm-hmm.
So Anyway, I might finish taking the oil pan timing cover off, and we'll load it up, take it to grinder where we pressure wash the transmission, and tie a chain to it and pick it up with a forklift, and just pressure wash everything in the cam valley, clean everything up in the heads, and then always pour diesel all over them, and we'll put it back together with a new camshaft and new set of lifters. Since you're not gonna let me put that ZZ4 in
If
there.
you want to put the ZZ4, then put it in there. I promise it'll be okay.
Ready to go. Just pretty much bolt in, plug in, and go.
I wasn't planning on doing next week. I mean, the month before cruising the coast. So we're this deep into it now, so we might as well. If you want to keep it, I know you got your heart set on it. We'll keep it. It's fine.
I mean, I
with me.
kind of do, but
No,
I mean,
it's fine. It's your car. So let's do it. It'll be a challenge to see how the 307 runs. See if we can get above the 200 horsepower. We might get to 215 horsepower with the intake, camshaft. I got some roller tilt rockers we'll throw on it. So, heck, this thing be ready. This thing,
Oh, that's 100 horsepower right there.
this thing will be jumping Coke cans in the parking lot.
yeah.
Coon knocked the freeze plugs out of it. We're flushing the block out. You see all the junk coming out?
Yeah.
This is our low budget rebuild.
What is that?
Chunks of carbon and rust. That soap is some bad news.
Yeah, I can see
So
it on your
bad that it
face.
has burnt my eyelids.
You look like you burnt bad.
It's never run hot, but this will definitely help it run cooler. The water should circulate way better now. Yeah, that one freeze plug I showed you last night,
Yeah.
I knew that it was thin, and when I was blowing out the porch where the water pump bolts on, it was shooting out of one of them freeze plugs. Coon said, well, you gonna change them? I said, yeah. He said, well, look, let me knock them out and we'll just flush the whole block out. So
Probably a good idea.
it was a good idea. See all the junk coming out of it. When we get through, we're gonna blow it off real good with air. We got some oil we're gonna pour over everything. And we'll go back home, put it on the stand, and I'm gonna pull the heads off of it. We're gonna re-gasket everything. The deeper I go, the more I want to do. Like right now, I'm thinking about rolling a set of bearing units.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, that'll be the only thing left to do.
Yeah.
Throw a set of rings and bearings. As long as everything checks out still good, it'll be a fresh rebuilt motor. Jerry come over today bearing gifts.
Oh boy.
I like stuff, you know that.
Uh-huh.
He brought
Goodies.
me a 327.
Oh wow.
And I run the numbers on it, and it's a 1967 327.
Even better.
So if I ever decide to put a 327 back in my Camaro, it ain't the correct matching numbers, but it will be year matching numbers.
Yep.
So I thought that was cool. And he brought me a one-wire alternator for GM, a cross member for my Camaro,
We in intake?
intake, camshaft, just tons of goodies.
All kinds of stuff.
And he brought you a camshaft for your 307.
Awesome. Even gooder.
It's
More
a,
gooder.
More
yeah,
gooder.
More gooder. It's a.
Thank you, Jerry.
It's a comp 262, like a 462, 469 lift.
Okay.
So it'll be perfect for that little motor.
More like a dog leg than a hog leg.
Yeah, we want to shove one of them big hog legs in there and just blah, 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 blah.
No.
I know it. But anyway,
I'm good.
it'll be perfect for what you want because you want to keep your AC and all that. So we've been cleaning on it while you've been gone to get our gaskets in. Look what Jerry brought me for my birthday.
I'm gonna have to confiscate
I
that.
told, what did I tell you? I said, Jennifer, we'll take this from
My
you.
birthday was 7 days before, so it can be mine too, huh?
Yeah.
This half will be yours.
It's a little baby tailgate, and I like it.
I know, it's
cool.
so cute. Oh my gosh.
It's gonna go in your office, ain't it, with the rest
It
of our
is.
hot rod
I don't know
wall
where, we're wall to wall,
Put
but
the Madison, you know, on there. And
whatever. Of my red Mustang right here,
Yeah.
the 86, put a picture of the 69 over here.
yes.
Nope. Well, I'll rotate them. I'll do Celine
Yeah.
over here one day. You know, we'll just bounce it back. Thank you, bud. I really
You're
appreciate
welcome,
it.
yeah, that's very,
cool.
very cute. I
That's
love
cool.
it.
So let's ease over here and look.
Okay.
So we've cleaned this side up, cleaned the pistons up. The cylinder walls look good. They don't have a terrible ridge or anything on it. They're
Okay.
just dirty from fingerprints.
Right.
But we cleaned these pistons and we've decked this.
Okay.
Now, when I say deck, I don't mean like go to the machine shop and deck. We took the DA and just lightly run over this real good after we scraped it with a razor blade and just got the real smooth surface. And we done it on the head also,
Okay.
which you've seen me do that before and it's worked in the past.
Right.
We laid a straight edge across here. We didn't find nothing that was throwing up any red flags that was crazy bad out of whack. Look at this side, we ain't touched it. So they ain't terrible
No.
crusty and nasty, but
No.
you can see the carbon and all built up on them.
Okay.
And here's a before and after the head.
All right.
That's before, this is after. Jerry's done cleaned this one real good and done the DA on it also. But check this out. This is the camshaft out of your motor. And like this lobe right here, it decided to leave town.
Wow.
And there's a couple more like that, but this one is the worst.
That one there.
Yep, that one here. So
So what causes that?
just wear and tear. So if the car's showing 15,000, I'm gonna say this old motor's got 115,000.
Okay.
So yes, it run good. It was low on power. It smoked, but the compression checked out. So we're gonna continue what we're doing, cleaning, freshening up, oil pump, gaskets, seals, a new to us camshaft. Which Jerry had this one. We checked it out, mic'd it. It all checks out good. So I've got some new lifters in the box over there, still in the package. I think they're might be comp lifters. I'll have to look and see. So we'll install that cam with some new lifters and fresh oil when we get it all together, of course, and put plenty of zinc in there. So you'll have kinda a fresh bottom end, a Craigslist rebuild.
Yes, indeed.
I'll take it.
So I know that it ain't the normal way that I like to do things. So I'm trying not to cringe. I'm trying not to frown. My eyes already hurt from the chemicals this morning that burnt me. Am I still swollen?
Yes.
Are they still red? It burns all the way around through here.
It's your whole
I put that cream on there, but it's,
everything is really
wow.
swollen.
And the sweat is not helping it at all.
Oh, I bet.
So anyway, we're gonna check the valves. We're gonna roll this over and check some bearings once we get all this. We're trying to get it all cleaned up real good where we're not having to double clean and get grime all in the motor. So we want to get this side looking like this side. Then we're gonna flip it over, inspect some bearings. If it needs bearings, we're gonna roll bearings in.
Okay.
So we're just gonna low buck, low budget, cheap as we can, and maybe she'll live for another 15, 20 years. But we hadn't found anything really major wrong, like scarring in the cylinder walls or cracked pistons or piston skirts. So far, everything that we've went through and checked, everything looks to be pretty decent. I mean,
Okay.
for it to be in the car for 52 years and 115,000 in the old Chevelle, so she's pretty decent. I'm glad I decided to. I'm sweating. I'm sorry. My eyes are burning. I'm glad that I did decide to pull it out and go this far into it, because with that old cam like that being in the head gaskets, when Coon was pressure washing this out this morning, and we found all that gunk in those water jackets, he asked me, he said, "Are you going to change the head gaskets?" And I said, "Oh yeah." He said, "I'm curious to know if they're any good still." And you can look. See how this one right here? They were just rotten, just falling apart. See how this one come apart right here?
I do, yeah.
So anyway, it'll have all new gaskets. Everything that we can do here inside the shop ourselves, that's what we're trying to do. So it should be fine. You should be ready for cruising the coast if everything goes good. Knock on wood. So y'all hang out. We're going to continue to work on this. Thank you, Jerry, for coming to hang out with us today and help out. I appreciate the birthday present.
You're very welcome.
Jennifer appreciates the camshaft.
I do.
Well, see, you got a cam for your birthday.
I did.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
did,
Yeah,
didn't
there you
I?
go.
Thank you, Jerry.
So that's all yours now.
Right.
No, he's still got to share.
All right, guys. We'll see y'all in a little while. Well, we just put the camshaft in, lubed it up really, really nice, lubed up all the lifters really, 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 really good. Look here. Smooth operation. Smooth operation. And install your new double roller timing chain that I've had hanging on the shelf for 20 years.
It's new to us.
You remember years ago, I'm wiping my sweat and my burn eyes. When the guy sold his business and he had that wall
Oh, yeah.
of performance stuff,
Yeah.
and he told me, he said, "You can have everything on that wall for $100."
Yeah.
And I went back over there in the truck and we filled the truck bed up level with valve covers and air breathers and plug wires and plug wire separators and anything that used to be on the performance aisle back in the 90s and early 2000s and the auto zones and the advance and all that. Well, a couple of these was on that wall.
Yeah.
And this is how old that is. This was part of that stuff that we bought from that guy.
I remember that now.
And we have used stuff out of there for years that we bought. I mean, it was just all kind of stuff. Chrome master cylinder covers, power steering caps, chrome alternators. I can't remember. It was just, we had a short wheelbase truck and we loaded that truck down with all that stuff in the bed. And we didn't have a shop back then. We had a little portable building, probably like a 12 by 12 or 14
I think
by
it was
4.
a 12 by 16.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I got in there and I sorted through all that stuff and hung nails all around it. And you walked in and that stuff was just wrapped all around the walls everywhere. But anyway, until this day, I'm still using that stuff. That's where that timing chain comes from.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's go eat some lunch, and I'm wiping all that cam assembly lube off my hands. We'll put the heads on it, put the timing chain all on it, and get all that buttoned up, and we'll probably paint it tomorrow after work.
Okay.
All right, let's go eat. Jerry's done got his head gasket on. We're gonna set the other head on. I just run them down with this, and then we'll go through their torque sequence. You need timing chain covers on. Timing chain gear sets on.
Yep. That's good.
It was on its way out anyway. This is one of those old plastic ones. See the cracks right here?
Yeah, I do.
And it's cracked all the way around. I can't believe it has lived this long, being this old. Most of the time, those things done gave up the ghost. Your favorite part's coming.
Which one?
Painting.
Oh.
The Craigslist rebuild.
The Craigslist rebuild, as Jerry calls it. We'll do the painting, and I'll big blast the intake. And we'll pick you out some different valve covers and what was on it, and button this girl up. She'll be ready to stab in.
Okay. Sounds like a good idea.
So we got new oil pump. We got new to us cam. We got new timing set. We checked the bearings. Didn't see no copper in any of them. And of course, all new gaskets. What else am I missing?
New lifters.
New lifters and roller tip rockers. So
Okay.
it's going back in with a few little upgrades.
Yeah.
It won't leak no oil. And me and Nick done all that work for nothing on the last video. I should have just pulled it out right then. All right, my friends. This is our stopping point for tonight. I dug through my parts. Got some double roller timing chain. Got some used roller tip rockers. Got some newer, freshly cleaned up push rods by my wife Jennifer. Of course, the camshaft and the lifters. Lifters are new. Camshaft is not. Checked the rod bearings and the main bearings. Didn't see no copper nowhere. Cleaned and assembled all that. Jennifer was gone, and me and Jerry didn't get no footage of that. Sorry. Some of this we've had to back up and redo because I'm bad to forget. We got a new oil pump. We'll put it on tomorrow. Then we'll go over a final prep and clean. And I've got some old tins, an old timing chain cover, old intake, old valve covers I'll lay on here. And we'll just paint everything real nice and neat. I got a new fuel pump on the shelf. Jennifer went and got a gasket kit today. What else am I missing?
I don't know.
New water pump.
Okay.
I have a new one. I guess we can take the plate off the back and check it out.
Yeah.
I have a lot of new stuff, y'all, but it's old. I mean, like, some of it's 10, 15. I mean, like we were saying earlier, this timing chain is at least 20 years old. So, anyway, I'm trying to use all my used parts that I hoard up. So, I'm not going to call this a rebuilt motor. I'm going to call it a revived engine.
All right. Sounds good.
Because it's not really rebuilt. It's just got some little tasteful,
Freshened.
some tasteful upgrades. But anyway, so that's the plan. If I have repeated myself more than 9 times on something, I am sorry because my head and brain is fried. My eyes are killing me. I've done told y'all that. Where am I swollen at?
Under your eyelids and under your eyes.
I mean, you can
Oh,
literally,
yeah, it's bad.
because it burns here, 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 and here.
And that's where you're swollen.
Golly, it burns.
Good thing you use your safety squints.
Yeah. Oh, so I had that pressure washer, and we had this engine hooked to a crane, but we had it hovering right off the ground. And Kenny had fogged this thing down, and we let it soak. And I went to blowing and spraying, and that steam cleaner gets hot. I mean, you can't even touch the tube, the shaft, because it'll burn you like that. And I come across these ports right here, and one of them just shot out. When it did, and I closed my eyes, and I opened them back up, and I looked at Jennifer, and she's like, "Are you all right?" She's like, "No, you're not all right." And
Looked terrible.
I think my skin started bubbling right then.
Oh, it was terrible.
And it wasn't the hot water that done it, it was those chemicals. Golly. So anyway, maybe one day I'll learn my lesson, because that's the first time I've done that. I was pressure washing my Bronco over there years ago. And I was laying up underneath it. And I had sprayed that stuff. And as I was laying up underneath it, it was dripping off the chassis. And I got home, and my arm was burnt. And I was like, what in the world? So Kane come by the next day, and he said, "You got that stuff on your arm, didn't you?" And I was like, "Yeah." He said, "That's what done that." So same thing happened about 5 years later to my eyes today. Nobody's fault but mine. I should have had on, what'd you call it, PPE?
Yeah, safety squints.
But anyway, guys, I'm going to shut up, go home, get a shower, and get ready for work tomorrow. We will see y'all tomorrow afternoon. Hopefully, winding this baby down and getting ready to go back in there. Of course, I got to clean all that up before we stab it. But anyway. All right, Jerry, thank you for your help.
No problem. Anytime.
Thank you for the birthday present, too.
Are you welcome? Did you show them your birthday present? Yes, you did, didn't you?
Yeah.
That'll be the last time I see it once I walk in Jennifer's office.
Yeah.
I've already put it in the truck.
Oh,
Oh,
see?
hey.
Yeah. I knew that was coming.
Well, happy birthday to y'all.
Well, thank
Thank
you
you.
very much. You coming and hanging out and helping me on this was a birthday present to me, because it's always way more fun to me when
Oh, yeah.
when you're doing this with buddies.
Oh, yeah, that's what we're supposed to do.
So, but anyway, all right. See y'all later.
Later.
Okay, so Pepper and I are going to go down to the shop on my lunch break and check out my motor. I think Wesley has it painted by now. So we're going to go see how that looks and see how far he's gotten on it. You hanging on, Pepper? Tell everybody, hey. Say, ain't I cute? Let's go see what Daddy's doing. You want to? All right, so we're coming in the shop. We're going to see what the motor looks like. He's got Madison down here helping him today. And it's not orange. Why is it not orange? Why is it tore apart? Madison, what Daddy do?
Ready?
Something wrong with it?
I'm sorry. I have a disease. I can't help it.
What's the disease?
I can't run it like this.
Like what?
I'm putting you rod bearings, crank bearings, and cam bearings in it. I cannot stand it. I thought about it. Me and Nick have done work for no reason. Me and Jerry have done work for no reason. And here I am, tearing everything apart that we done. Yeah.
Well, at least it looks all neat.
So,
Okay.
I don't know. It was bothering me to death. So I said, you know what? Screw it. I'm tearing it all down. I'm putting all new bearings in it. I'm going to clean the block really, really good. And we will have fresh bearings, all new fresh parts.
Oh, okay.
I am sorry. I knew if I told you that you'd say, oh, it's fine, talk me out of it. So I just come down here and I was going to start painting it. And I was like, I cannot stand it.
Well,
So I ordered rods, mains, cam bearings. They come in this morning. Patrick is coming over in the morning. He's bringing his tool so we can knock these cam bearings out and knock new cam bearings back in. I got new rings. So everything will be fresh. So far, all the pistons are looking really good. The old bearings are looking good. I haven't found nothing
well, that's good.
that scares me or makes me nervous. You can come look at the crankshaft. Might polish it just a little bit, but it's not, you can't catch your finger on nothing. It's not scarred anywhere. I'm hoping the last four is gonna look the same way.
Okay.
Madison's been catching pistons for me.
Yay.
So, I'm sorry,
Okay.
but I could not stand it any longer.
Well,
So, if we're gonna take this thing on power tour next year, I just want everything to be right. So, yes, with the ZZ4, we could be running and driving,
yeah, I was thinking that too.
but the transmission will not be back till Thursday,
Right.
and today is Friday. So, I got this weekend to get this apart, cleaned, and reassembled. Hopefully, around Sunday, we're setting this back in the car. There's no reason in boring all y'all with me doing this, because y'all done seen it, what, 3 times? And so, or 2 times. We done valve seals in the car. Then I pulled the motor because I couldn't stand it. We cleaned everything, went back with all new gaskets. I still could not stand it. I was at work, and I was like, you know what? I'm tired of it worrying me. So I called and ordered parts, and here we are.
Okay.
Maybe I should have told you. I'm sorry. But
Well,
you've been married to me for
long time.
2 years.
Yeah.
So you know.
I should have known.
Yes.
I should have known.
So it's nobody's fault but mine. You say that it's a good disease to have.
I was just expecting orange when I got down here.
I know. And
Okay.
I figured that you was gonna drive up expecting to look at a pretty motor, but instead it's coming back apart.
All right.
So, thank y'all guys for watching this episode that I didn't accomplish nothing. I didn't get anywhere. I wasted a lot of time. But hey, I didn't use all the gaskets. The only thing that I did use was the head gaskets, and I'm not going to reuse them. I probably could, but I got to looking up here in my pile of gaskets, and I have another brand new set, still in the plastic. So I'm going to put them on, because me and Jerry did torque the heads down with those, and they'd probably be fine, but Lord, if my OCD is killing me this bad, God forbid I use them gaskets again. But anyway, so I appreciate y'all watching this episode. Now y'all see how weird I am. And I'm not going to bore y'all through all this. So I will see y'all on the next one. And I promise we will have a clean, painted, nice, pretty engine going back in that Chevelle. Unless I decide to.
Exactly. Don't make promises.
I'm playing. Unless I find something on the last 4, which everything's looking really good. So I'm hoping I'm not. Oh, it's hot. I know I keep wiping my face off, but it's hot and sweat's running into my eyes. My eyes have healed up pretty good. the skin on the top of my eyelids and the bottom of my eyes has peeled. So it's healing. It feels a lot better. That killer soap that I was telling y'all about that we used on the transmission, yeah, that's the soap that got me on the block. But I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for hanging out. We are very appreciative of the support. Y'all please continue to hang out and watch with us, and maybe we'll have this thing running on the next episode. I hope so. Thank y'all. Y'all have a great day.